I think people are pretty numb to the bullshit right now and just in their own worlds, ignoring all the propaganda and things they can't understand. But I also think everybody is a lot more weak and vulnerable than ever before that isn't prepping, preparing, or doesn't have an intuition. I think people have forgot what the year before an election can be like. I think people are forgetting, what happens before elections. I was one of the weirdos preparing before the 2020 election, before the term China virus hit the headlines. And if you guys don't think that things are getting weird or going to get weirder before this election, you're just in your own world, and that's fine. Maybe out of sight, out of mind is what you think is best for the world and best for humanity. But I on the other hand, do not think that. I think that preparedness and self-sufficiency and skills, food production, water filtration, and air purification are paramount, always have been, always will be. And protecting those things, being able to physically protect those things, maybe with, things like pew-pews or whatever it is you're into. Most everybody is living on credit. Everything's more expensive. People's funds are running thin. People are living on credit or already broke. They're on the edge, and I think everybody's sleeping. I think everybody's just sleeping on the fact that everybody's right on the edge because we're so numb to all this shit. We're so numb to eating food that's not real food. We're really good at just going through the motions, getting zombified via our vices and addictions and our devices, that we just eat chemicals and keep moving like zombies. But I think that's how we're going to get caught off guard when, remember Minneapolis, when cities go back up in flames, when you have massive groups of people that are so desperate for money, they'll do anything for a short check or a short burst of funds. And you got people like George Soros that'll fund them to go wreak havoc, and they bus them in, paying them 20, 30, 40 bucks an hour to go be crisis actors or riot instigators, things like that. I think everybody's sleeping on this shit. People don't have their homes in order. People don't have food stores. People don't have water filtration. I don't think people are going to do well without electricity. I really don't. I think people are going to get very nasty. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, not for a long time ever anyways. But do I think something really different is going to happen this round? Before 2030, we are going to have something so life-shattering, it's going to be 10 times what happened in 2020. 10 times, every bit. And I do have a feeling it's going to be climate crisis, weather modification bullshit that really catches us off guard, on top of another pandemic of some sort at the same time. And just the double whammy with all the food control and socioeconomic manipulation happening at the same time. We don't even understand that World War III really is silent. It's a silent war. It's malware on our energy grid. It's viruses digitally and physically. And I don't think people are going to understand that we'll be defeated before we ever even know World War III started. And just a reminder, if you look back at the old propaganda papers, look at the dates of when World War I started, and look at the newspapers and how fast it was named World War I. Why would you name a World War I so early, unless you're planning on having more?